අයිබෝන් සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක්. ඉතින් අද දවසේ පුරාම ඔබ SLTMobitel SpeedUp Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb 2022 තරගාවලියේ උණුසුම විඳගත්තා. අපි මීට ටික වෙලාවකට කලින් ඔබට පොරොන්දු වුණා මේ තරගාවලියේ ත්‍යාග ප්‍රදානෝත්සවයත් සමගින් මනරම් පරිසරයක ඉඳලා තමයි අපි ඔබව හමු වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් ඩච්මන් ස්ට්‍රීට් සිට තමයි අපි මේ ත්‍යාග ප්‍රදානෝත්සවය ඔබ වෙතට අරගෙන එන්නේ. අද දවසේ මේ තරගාවලියට සහභාගී වෙච්ච තරගකරුවන් සියලුම දෙනා මේ ස්ථානයේ බොහොම සුහදාකාරයෙන් එකිනෙකා හමු වෙලා කතා බහ කරමින් බොහොම විනෝදයෙන් කාලය ගත කරන මොහොතක්. මේක තමයි Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb තරගාවලියේ තියෙන විශේෂත්වය. මේ හැමදෙනෙක්ම සහෝදරයන් වගේ එකිනෙකා හා තරග වැදුනත් ඔවුන් ඊටාත්ම සුහදශීලී මිතුරන්. ඉතින් මේක තමයි සෙසු තරගාවලිය වලට සාපේක්ෂව Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb මේ දකුණු ලක අභිමානනීය තරගාවලියේ තියෙන විශේෂත්වය. අද දවස පුරා එකිනෙකා ඊටාත්ම උණුසුම් ආකාරයෙන් තරග වැදුනා. අද මේ තරගවල ජයග්‍රාහකයන් සඳහා ජය සංකේත ප්‍රදානය කිරීමටයි අපි දැන් සූදානම් වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අද දවසේදී මේ සියලුම තරඟ තොරතුරු ඔබට සජීවීව සමීප කරපු අන්තර්ජාලය ඔස්සේ මේක අන්තර්ජාතික ප්‍රජාවටත් මේ තරඟාවලිය ගෙන ගිය ටෝනි අබ්බාස් අපේ සහෝදරයා එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නවා මේ මොහොතේදී මේ ත්‍යාග ප්‍රදානෝත්සවය ආරම්භ කරන්නට. එහෙනම් මෙතෙන් සිට ඔහුට මයික්‍රොෆෝනය අද දවසේ ජයග්‍රාහකයන් කවුද කියලා ඔබට හඳුන්වා දෙන්න.
Well, thank you, Viduranga. We need a big applaud from all of you all. I know you all are very tired at this moment. Starting off at about 6 o'clock in the morning, all the competitors. Sorry, my friends. First of all, apologies for putting my mask down. But I think you all need to hear me very clearly. That's the most important thing. So I'm, I think, more than a meter away from you all. So you all are safe, and I too am safe from you all. So overall, let's put a big applaud for Southern Motorsports Club celebrating 25 years, the Silver Jubilee in 2022. I think the noise is not that satisfactory. Can we have a big applause, please? All put your hands together. Let's make this event a colorful and a joyful one. I know you are in a different environment. Let's make this happening. So to start off with, the SLT Speed Eliyakanda Hill Climb 2022, the 26th edition. One would wonder, how can it be 26th when you are only 25 years? Yes, the inaugural year, these Southern Motorsports Club have had 2 events on the inaugural year. That counts up to 26 events. So getting into, I know you all people are very tired. Let us start up with the awards presentation. Event number 1, SLN Ford Laser Mazda 323 up to 1500cc. This event was sponsored by Nippon Paint Lanka Private Limited. And may I kindly call upon the General Manager, Mr. Nemantha Abe Singha, to give away the first set of awards to the podium finishers, Mr. Nemantha Abe Singha. One of our main sponsors, Nippon Lanka. Well, the second runner-up goes out to company number 64, Tarindu Dharmaratna. Second runner-up is Tarindu Dharmaratna, and the first runner-up is company number 92, Shenal Gunawardhana. And the winner of this event, well, you could see the families, how they circulate. We always see in most of the events in Sri Lanka, especially in the motor racing fraternity, the father-son combination, father-daughter combination, husband and wife combination, something extraordinary. Not for the motorsporting lovers, but for the newcomers who have just joined in. And the winner is none other than the father of Shenal, Susanta Gunawardhana. Well, thank you, Mr. Nemantha. Thanks a lot. Coming forward and also not forgetting being one of the main sponsors in this SLTMobitel 2022 Eliyakanda Hill Climb. Moving into event number 2, SLN Ford Laser Master 323 up to 3,300 cc. Event sponsored by Freeland. May I kindly have the sales manager, Mr. Lasantha Guruge, to give away the next set of awards to the podium finishers. Can we have Mr. Lasantha? Yeah, he's here. Thank you, Mr. Lasantha, and thanks for Freeland coming on board as a sponsor. The second runner-up goes out to Damika Piris. Damika Piris. Well, adding more glamour, Damika Piris have been continuously a competitor for all these 26 editions. A big hand to Damika. First runner-up goes out to, once again, it's none other than Shenal Gunawardhana. And back-to-back father-son combination, and the winner of this event is Susanta Gunawardhana, father of Shenal Gunawardhana. Thank you, Mr. Lasantha Gurge. Thank you. Moving on to event number 3, the single seaters, the Formula McLarens up to 1,300 cc EFI. Event was sponsored by Worth Lanka. And may I kindly call upon the agent in Mathura for Worth Lanka, Mr. Monty Uluwita, to give away the next set of awards. Mr. Monty Uluwita, one of the strong pillars of the Southern Motorsports Club as well. So he's the agent for Worth Lanka in Mathura. I don't think introduction is required to Monty Uluwita because he's a strong pillar at the Southern Motorsports Club. Asha, with his thumbs up, being the past president of the Southern Motorsports Club, current president of SLAS, which is the governing body for motor cars in Sri Lanka. So he has given his thumbs up, so he confirms it. And the father of Monty and Rahal and Rajit Uluwita. Rahal, I think, is known as one of the top rally navigators in this country. He has won back-to-back events, and the son Rajit Uluwita doing pretty well in the Ford Laser 1300 and 1500, breaking most of the records and coming right to the peak. But we have been told that this year he is going to lie low and support the club and give his maximum in supporting the youngsters to ensure that they have the right team with them. Not that they don't have one, but they want to further reinforce it. So that is Rajit Uluwita, and that is what I've been taught by the parents. So moving on into the presentation, second runner-up goes out to Eshan Siriwardhana. Eshan Siriwardhana. Formula McLarens up to 1,300 cc EFI. Eshan Siriwardhana, can we have you here, please? Well, we can see, I think, a representative for Shenal. Shenal, I think, is coming on behalf of Eshan. First runner-up goes out to Mevan Pereira. Mevan Pereira. And the winner of this event is none other than Chandima Gunaratna. Chandima Gunaratna. Well, in the absence of Chandima, can somebody else pick it up for him, please? One of his colleagues who can hand this over to him. On behalf of Chandima, can somebody pick it up for him, please? Well, is Ryan Gray in anywhere close by? Ryan? Well, we have to be contented with what we have. So probably that will be handed over to him later. Thank you, Mr. Monty. Moving on to event number 4, Formula Cars modified up to 1,665 cc. He is sponsored by MSN Motorsports Network. They have been really working hard. I know for the whole of last week or more in trying to drop this program, trying to go live on social media, etc. So I know how MSN has been working. And may I kindly call upon Mr. Dilshan Gunasekara, the proprietor of MSN, who is so passionate with motorsports. I know him for I think more than a decade, how he has been supporting in starting up with write-ups. That's how we started MSN, and today we are very happy for MSN and for Dilshan for coming and supporting us, and not only that, showing locally as well as internationally on live streaming, as well as coming in with POTV on channel 20. Thank you so much, Dilshan. Second runner-up goes out to Ryan Gray. Well, we have a representative, Shenal, taking on behalf of Ryan Gray. First runner-up goes out to, once again, is Chandima Gunaratna, but I know he too is not in here. And the winner is Mevan Pereira. A big applause to the single-seater, especially in a very skillful track like Eliyakanda. Mevan Pereira has been driving really well, no mistakes, and ultimately grabs the trophy. Thank you, Mr. Dilshan. Thanks a lot. Moving out with event number 5. Well, these trucks and jeeps, I suppose, diesel up to 5,500 cc. Sponsored by our main or the title sponsor, SLTMobitel, or I would rather say sponsored by Mobitel. Given away by, I kindly have on board the district manager for Mobitel, Mr. Shakya Javardhana, to give away these awards. Mr. Shakya Javardhana. Well, unfortunate though, we don't have 3 on podium here. We just have the first runner-up and the winner only. As I started off with the very first event, once again you're going to see something different. Father-son combination. So we can have 74 years old, the passion he has for motorsports. I know him for more than 3 decades. Have been racing a lot. It's none other than Kasim Wahab. Well, I think he needs a bigger applaud with his age. Driving all the faster vehicles in this country. I saw him running the Mitsubishi Evolution and then followed by the Sang-Yong. And not only that, his all 3 sons today took part. Javid Wahab, Ishraq Wahab and Zakir Wahab. And what a proud moment for him. And what a proud moment for him. And the winner of this event, his younger son, Zakir Wahab. In the event, diesel up to 5,500 cc. Though the other 2 sons were not too lucky today. It was not their day. So once again, it's a father and son combination on podium. Well, just a quick minute, Kasim. I think I have told you well in advance, older the bull, harder the horn. And he is proving it day by day. Even at the age of 74, he is still young at heart and is still strong. He will never give up till his last breath. He will continue motor racing. That's the spirit he has in him, Kasim. Am I right?
Absolutely correct.
And Kasim, what do you think about the Eliyakanda today, being the 26th edition? what are your thoughts and what are your recommendations being a very senior competitor?
I think it was organized very well. In fact, at the beginning, I was wondering whether they would finish it even at 7 o'clock in the night. But I think the officials did a fantastic job. The vehicles were being taken up as fast as it could go. And the organization was fantastic. And I think Southern Motorsports Club have come a long way. In fact, way back, I think in about 15 years ago, I met the committee and gave some recommendations where they had made some mistakes and they corrected it, all in the name of motorsports. I am still taking part for the love of motorsports. Actually, trophies is not a big thing for me. I am doing it as an encouragement for all the youngsters because nowadays the youngsters are going into various other things other than motorsports. So I think the Southern Motorsports Club is doing a fantastic job, and I think they should keep it up and give all the motor fans, the motor loving fans and the youngsters who are coming up a good foundation, and all the best in motorsports. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kasim, for your motivational speech and trying to encourage Southern Motorsports Club. Thank you so much and wish you well in your next races. I think they have scheduled 16 races, out of which today is the first national race in this country. 15 more to go. Thank you very much, Mr. Shakya Javardhana. And also, I think listening to Mr. Kasim Wahab, the Southern Motorsports Club and the young Southern Motorsports Club needs a big applaud for what they have done today. According to him, he says he was expecting to finish at 7 o'clock, but they managed to finish off everything by 2:30. A big applaud to the Southern Motorsports Club. Once again, a big applaud, please. Moving into event number 6, open for diesel and petrol vehicles. And also this time there's a clause, it says special utility vehicles allowed. The SUVs are allowed in this special event, sponsored by our main sponsor, SLTMobitel. SLT, can I kindly have the manager activation, Mr. Tushara Amaranath, to give away the next set of awards. Mr. Tushara Amaranath. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yes, thank you. The second runner-up goes out to Javeed Wahab. Well, that's the eldest son of Kasim Wahab who was here, but unfortunately, I don't think they have left. He and the other brother, Ishraq. But I think the youngest brother is coming to take it on behalf of Javeed. Thank you, Shakir. And the first runner-up goes out to Sanjeeva Dimel. Sanjeeva Dimel. Well, another known character, a well-known tuner, a good driver, Sanjeeva Dimel. I've been knowing him for the last, I think, more than 15 or 20 years. Sanjeeva, always with a smile in his face. He's the first runner-up. And the winner of this event, well, who is going to be happy about it? It's definitely his sponsors, and he's the ambassador of so many sponsors, I would rather say. So I better not go up to that extent. Can we have the winner of this event, Ushan Pereira? '16 national champion in Sri Lanka, and I know he is following that, and 2022 is also being lucky for him, starting off, I think a couple of months back, 2 months back at the Kotmale Hill Climb. He was the fastest in that event as well. And then last weekend at the Gajaba Icebreaker, he was the fastest driver, though it was not sanctioned or not a national meet, but he was the best driver there at the Gajaba as well. And continuing and making mistakes as a practice, now he's making it a habit. The winning has become a habit for him. It's Ushan Pereira today at the Eliyakanda Hill Climb, winning it in the open for diesel and petrol vehicles. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tushar Amarnath. Calling for event number 7, SLA cars up to 1050cc to be given away by one of the committee members, Mr. Damit Gajamange, a committee member of the Southern Motorsports Club. Mr. Damit Gajamange, can we have you over here? I know you must be pretty tired. Not only working today, they have been working right throughout day and night to make this event a success. Second runner-up goes out to Dilanka Vijay Surya. Dilanka Vijay Surya. Well, the first runner-up goes out to Dilupa Palyaguru. Well, another very active youth, Dilupa Palyaguru. I know his father, Udara Palyaguru, who was another pillar of strength. His uncle, Preeti Palyaguru, who are also founder members of Southern Motorsports Club. But today, the children are taking that sport along after their demises. They are taking the Palyaguru's name right forward in the motor racing. So that's Dilupa Palyaguru. And the winner of this event is Chamika Ranatunga. Something special for Chamika. I think we are getting a little bit more applaud for Chamika. Well, thank you, Mr. Damit Gajamange. Moving on to event number 8, SLA Mini 7. Well, this has been sponsored by the chairman of the Young Southers Motorsports Club. Can we have Mr. Rajit Uluwita, son of Monty Uluwita, to give away the next set of awards, the chairman of the Young Southern Motorsports Club. Rajita Uluwita. Top characters, one of the top drivers in the Ford Laser Mazda event, back-to-back winning. But this time, as I told you, thought of stepping down and trying to give his time more towards the operational and the administrative part of the club. Second runner-up goes out to Neil Veerasinghe. First runner-up, once again, it's a family combination, father and son. First runner-up goes out to Sandaru Veerasinghe. This time the son is much faster than the father. As a result, he comes in as the first runner-up. Well, representing Autobacks, that's what I was told from the back. And the winner of this event is Imraz Fairoz. Imraz Fairoz. I saw him driving his Mini. It was pretty fast, and he has proven it. Thank you, Rajita Uluwita. Moving on to event number 9, SLH cars up to 1600cc, sponsored by our title sponsor, SLTMobitel. May I kindly call upon the Deputy General Manager, Sri Lanka Telecom, Mrs. Anne Fernando. I think she was lucky enough today. Whilst the interview was going on, we saw one of the motorcycles riding towards her. So she is the luckiest lady in racing today. It was just stopped, about a feet away. I think I am correct, Mrs. Anne. Thank you, Lal. Second runner-up goes out once again. It is Zakir Wahab. SLH cars up to 1600cc. First runner-up goes out to the cool customer Viren Botheju. Always with a smile in his face as well. Yeah, I think he immediately removed the mask to prove himself that he's smiling. That's super. Super Viren. The first runner-up. And the winner of this event is none other than the junior Kesara Godage. From motorcycles to cars, he has proven himself back-to-back from a young age. Under 14, under 15 championship in motocross, and then gradually moving into cars as well, but not forgetting the motorcycles. He is into dirt, but following all sorts of motorsports in this country. Kesara Godage. Thank you, Mrs. Zan Fernando. Event number 10, SLH Subaru Legacy Cars up to 2000 cc. Sponsored by one of our main sponsors, Nippon Paints. May I kindly call upon Head of Sales, Sales, Auto Finish, Mr. Harsha Patirana. Mr. Harsha Patirana to give the next set of awards. Event sponsor Nippon Paints. Thank you. Second runner-up goes out to Malika Dilshad in the Subaru Legacy 1 Series. Well, seems like they are friends. It's good. They say gahata gahak muna gahanne morotue. But you see how the motorsporting world has brought in, just hold on, Mali. First runner-up goes into Malinda Gunasekara. Malinda Gunasekara. And the winner of this event, Asankha Bandara. Well, applaud please. These people have really fought out. Only at the competition, but they are all good buddies. Thank you, Mr. Harsha. Moving on to event number 11. Mini up to 1275 cc, the 1 series. Well, this trophy is given by the Senior Vice President of the Southern Motorsports Club. I may kindly have Mr. Prasanna Vijay Vikrama on board to give away the next set of awards. Mr. Prasanna, can we have you here, please? The Senior Vice President of the Southern Motorsports Club, Prasanna Vijay Vikrama. I think still is busy with some activities right at the rear end, not finishing. That's the spirit of the Southern Motorsports Club. And being the Senior Vice President, he still has a lot of responsibilities to finish off, even after this event is finished. May I kindly call upon Neil Veerasinghe as the second runner-up. Second runner-up of this event, Neil Veerasinghe. First runner-up goes out to Chanaka Ratnayaka. And once again, father-son combination, it's none other than Sandaru Veerasinghe, the son who has once again taken over the father and been the winner this time. He has pushed the father into the third place. Earlier he was kept in the second place, now he has pushed him in third place. Happy family, happy Veerasinghe family from Motobacks. Thank you, Mr. Prasanna. Thanks a lot. Calling for event number 12, SLGT cars up to 3,500 cc. Once again, sponsored by SLTMobitel. May I call upon the Deputy General Manager SLT, Mr. Hasaranga Vidana Patirana. Mr. Hasaranga Vidana Patirana to give away the next set of awards. Second runner-up goes out to Dareen Veerasinghe. In the absence of Dareen, can somebody else pick it up for him, please? Dareen Veerasinghe's trophy, can somebody else pick it up for him? Okay. First runner-up goes out to Abid Dangal. I don't think Abid is also here. I have not seen him. Abid Dangal. Any representative for the Abid Dangal, please? Somebody wants to pick it up? No. And the winner, it's none other than Ushan Pereira. But looks like Ushan has sent Dareen and Abid Dangal home faster for him to stand all alone in the podium. It was indeed a pinnacle performance from Ushan Pereira. Event number 14, Ford Laser Mazda 323 up to 1300 cc. This award too is given away by the Southern Club. Can I kindly call upon the Senior Vice President, Mr. Andrew Silva, another known, a very reputed, dominating rallies, Andrew Silva. Motorsports, when it comes to several disciplines, starting off from go-karting, then moving into the single-seaters, the formulas, and then moving into TSD rallies, speed rallies, motorcycles, tarmac, gravel, everything. I think you ask anybody if they do not know Andrew, there's something there wrong with them, not with him. Such a very popular character, Andrew De Silva, known all over, always with a smile, always with a kind heart and an open heart. Always want to help anybody. Even me at certain times when we are held up with certain activities in motorsports, I always call him, Andrew, I have a problem. No problem, you want me to come over there? All the way from Mathura, he's prepared to come to Nigambu to see me. So that's a kind heart that Andrew has. And I think it's very few people with this current ongoing life that we are going on to find people of this nature. Thank you, Andrew. And a big hand to Andrew on behalf of me, please, for such a kind gentleman, the Senior Vice President of the Southern Motorsports Club. Okay, moving on with the prizes, we have 5 places for this particular event. 5th place goes out to, I don't have the surname, for 5th place goes out to Anuradha. 4th place goes out to Sandaru Dhira Sekara from Mathura. Well, 3rd place goes out to Chamat Palyaguru. Well, as I told you earlier, the Palyagurus were dominating the Southern Motorsports Club. They were pillars of strength. Udara and Preeti, one of the founder members of the Southern Motorsports Club. Chamat is the son of Preeti Palyaguru. Well, the 2nd place goes out to Rashita Pasan. Rashita Pasan. And the winner of this event is Tenuka Lianarachi. Tenuka Lianarachi. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Silva, and congratulations to all the winners in this event. 5 places awarded. That's the motivational from Southern Motorsports Club. Thank you, Andrew. Going on for event number 15, SLS cars up to 1500cc. And this also to be given away by the Southern Motorsports Club. One of the committee members, Mr. Gihan Lahandapura. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Lahandapura. Mr. Gihan Lahandapura, one of the committee members of Southern Motorsports Club. Mr. Gihan, can we have you over here, please? Mr. Gihan Lahandapura, can we have you over here, please? Well, can we have Mr. Chamara Vedage? In the absence of Gihan Lahandapura, can we have Chamara Vedage, please? The chief corner marshal today, I saw him very busy at the Clifton Hotel, at the Pearl Cliff, sorry. Well, unfortunate though, some of the competitors who had entered did not turn up. But however, with a few timings yesterday, some have broken up technically. As a result, we have ended up only with 1 car today, and we managed to run that. And the winner of this event is Zakir Wahab. Moving on to, thank you Chamara. Moving on to event number 16. Sorry, I think we are missed out. One of the events, it doesn't matter. The event is not important here. It's the trophies. The SLE cars up to 1000cc, one make Nissan March. Once again sponsored by one of our main sponsors, Nippon Paint. Can I kindly call on the Business Development Manager, Mr. Dinesh Dilhan, to give the next set of trophies. Mr. Dinesh Dilhan. Well, in the SLE cars up to 1000cc, motivating the new drivers, the club has also decided to give away 5 awards. 5th place goes out to Tenuka Lianarachi. 4th place goes out to Duminda Gunasekara. Duminda Gunasekara. 3rd place goes out to Adisha Kitwit. Adisha Kitwit. Adisha Kitwit. 2nd place goes out to Daham Jayanit. Daham Jayanit. And the winner of this event is SK Kisal. Well, colorful. From the Southern Motorsports Club, from Matara. Big hand, a big applaud. Well, I think we need more and more awards. These premises, what we are having this event today, are owned by them, with Kisal. So I mean to say, he has really done his hard work, his homework, everything has put him on podium as the winner in this event, SLE Cars Up to 1000cc. Okay, thank you. Plenty of comments for Kisal. Moving on with the next event, Group O, Back into two wheels, Group O standard motorcycles, 160cc 4-stroke, sponsored by Southern Motorsports Club. Can I kindly have the treasurer, Mr. Shihan Shamsuddin, on board to give away the next set of awards. Mr. Shihan Shamsuddin, the treasurer of the Southern Motorsports Club. Well, in this event, the 160cc 4-stroke, second runner-up goes out to Nikhila Patirage. First runner-up goes out to Janaka Dinesh. Well, Nikhila Patirage, we have got so much of racing teams right now representing the frontline racing. First runner-up goes out to Janaka Dinesh. And the winner of this event, once again, as I told you, starting off with, either it will be a father-son combination, brother-sister, or sister-father combination, husband and wife combination. Now you see brother-brother combination. It's Vinula Patirage is the winner of this event. Second runner-up is the brother Nikhila and Minula. And you will see more action lined up today. Both representing the frontline racing, both the brothers. Thank you, Mr. Shamsuddin, one of the key believers, or probably everybody has to be very careful with him. Trying to get a rupee from him, being the treasurer, is not that easy. So he has to be always in the good books of everyone, or else it's going to be an issue. Okay, thank you. Moving on to Group O standard motorcycle, 125cc 4-stroke. To be given away by Mr. M.A. Chaminda, former mayor of Ampara. Mr. M.A. Chaminda, former mayor of Ampara. Mr. Chaminda, yes, he's here. Thank you. Second runner-up goes to Dilan Ratnayaka, representing the Sri Lanka police team. Dilan Ratnayaka. First runner-up goes out to Sanjeeva Udayakumara. Sanjeeva Udayakumara. And the winner of this event is Mahed Pavitra. Well, once again representing the frontline racing. Thank you, Mr. Chaminda. Thank you. Moving on with the next event, Group M standard modified motorcycles up to 125cc 2-stroke event, to be given away by the Vice President of the Southern Motorsports Club, Mr. Nuwan Samaravikrama. Can we have you on board, please, Mr. Nuwan Samaravikrama, to give away the next set of awards. Vice President of the Southern Motorsports Club. currently Battery Behala, after working hard. I know how difficult it is. However, you all have done a good job. Good show to all. Second runner-up goes out to Dhammika Nishanta. First runner-up goes out to Rosit Chamika. Rosit Chamika. And the winner of this event is Heshan Pasindu. Heshan Pasindu. Once again, father-son combination. Son of Dhammika Nishanta. First and third place dominated by one family. It has become a practice now and is going into habits. Thank you, Mr. Nuwan Samar Vikrama. Moving on to the next event, Group M Super Sports 250cc 4-stroke. Once again, can we have a committee member of the Southern Motorsports Club? Mr. Saman Bandaranayaka, a committee member of the Southern Motorsports Club. Mr. Saman Bandaranayaka. Well, I was told he's the chief scrutinizer in this event as well. The second runner-up goes out to Janaka Dinesh. Janaka Dinesh. And the first runner-up goes out to Nipun Dilanka. Nipun Dilanka. Once again dominated by the Frontline Racing team, and the winner of this event is Vinula Patirage from the Frontline Racing team. The Frontline Racing team, next team Happiness. I can see Suini Caldera smiling, grinning, and so happy about all your teams winning. Keep the good spirit going. Thank you, Mr. Saman. Thank you. Moving on with the next event, Group M Super Sports up to 600cc 4-stroke. Well, to give away this award from the Dutchman Street, may I have Mr. S.K. Ranjit. Mr. S.K. Ranjit, can we have you over here, please? Very prominent figures from Matara. When you call for SK, SK Cinema and SK so on and so forth, and the proprietor of this as well, Mr. SK. Yes, Lal is supporting me big time on those sponsorships and the people who own what they have. Second runner-up goes out to Duminder Koswata. Duminder Koswata. First runner-up goes out to Janaka Dinesh. Janaka Dinesh. And the winner of this event is Nipuna Dilanka. Nipuna Dilanka. Once again from the Frontline Racing. Well, I remember in 2021 also, Frontline Racing team has been dominating, and they grabbed all the trophies, but they have such a talented competitors in their team. And not forgetting their trainer, Madhuranga Kalde, who has been really working hard in grooming of what the good riders are and what their capabilities are, trying to identify them and further improve them with whatever talents and skills that he has. That's the theme and the motto of Frontline Racing. Well, thank you, Mr. Ranjit. Thank you. Calling for the next event. Super Sports up to 1000cc 4-stroke. May I have the marketing executive of Freeland, one of the sponsors, Mr. Isuru Patirana, to give away the next set of awards. Mr. Isuru Patirana. Second runner-up goes out to, once again, it's another Isuru Lakshan. So one Isuru giving away the award to the second runner-up, Isuru Lakshan. Well, the first runner-up goes out to the founder and the innovative member of Frontline Racing, Madhuranga Caldera. Well, a legend in motor racing. For more than 2 to 2.5 decades, I've been knowing Madhuranga, introducing the four-stroke and coming very strong in building up a team for himself and managing the Merigama racing track as well. And the winner of this event is none other than Basit Bakir. Trying to improve in the second run. Unfortunate though, he had a just about 5 meters away from the finish line. That's all the competition is all about. But Basit, I know, a daredevil rider, but a very cool, not coming in to take in any trophies, but he wants to be in the sport. That's the attitude he has, along with most of the competitors. That's their attitude that they have. Thank you, Mr. Isuru, and I want Madhuranga to remain back, please. Just a few words with the captain or the team member of Frontline Racing, and as well as I know him for more than 2 decades plus, but he is not that old as me. He had just started racing at that time. However, I'm so happy to be with you, Madhuranga, here today, and in all meets we meet up. We always had regular chats and all these things. What do you think about Eliyakanda, and what do you think about the current performance of your team today?
This is one of the best events. It's supposed actually beginning of the year. Every year this is been happening, and I always come here because even if last year I didn't ride, but then again my team performed here. So every time we come here, we enjoy a lot, and we have to give a special thanks to Asha because they are organizing very well every year. So nice trophies, everything. So and very happy for the team performance today as well.
Back to back, highly motivated speech from one of the legends in motor racing or in two wheels, Madhuranga Caldera. Thank you, Madhuranga, and also wish you and the Frontline Racing team success in the near future, the coming years to come. And we need to see in general, you need to train more of our riders to go into the next level, which is the international levels. So I know definitely you have the capability in owning a track or probably maintaining a track at Merigama by himself for the sake of the riders. He has done all by himself, wasting a lot of time, wasting a lot of money, okay, spending, not rather I would correct it, not wasting, spending a lot of money in trying to, what I could say is improve the standards of the current riders. Thank you very much, Madhuranga. Thank you. Well, moving on to the next event, Group M Sports Touring Motorcycles up to 600cc. Can we have the secretary of the Southern Motor Sports Club, the newly appointed secretary, Mr. Sarindu Gamage. I think he is so young and so fresh in the secretaryship. I think it's only about 2 days old, the secretaryship. Congratulations to you, Sarindu. Nice, looking forward to see a young guy coming up and then try to support the Southern Motor Sports Club. But they were also leaders in the young Southern Motor Sports Club for quite a long time and gaining experience through that and then gradually walking into the Southern Motor Sports Club. The second runner-up goes out to KDS Sandarwan. Once again, it's from the front line. And the first runner-up goes out to Mangala Patirage. Well, you could see Mangala, the father of Nikhil. We saw both his sons in the previous event, but this time you see the father, Mangala Patirage. And the winner of this event is Supun Suraj. Supun Suraj. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sarindu. Thank you. Well, the next set of events, to Group M Sports Touring Motorcycles over 700cc. Can we have one of the committee members, Mr. Rahal Uluwita? He was introduced earlier, Rahal Uluwita, son of Monty Uluwita and one of the top TSD navigators in the country. He has proven himself in winning the event. Well, I have been informed that he is the main keeper, but since it's getting dusk and darker, we need to expedite this faster. The second runner-up goes out to, once again, it's Mangala Patirage from Frontline Racing. First runner-up goes out to KDS Sandarwan. Somebody says you all need to hurry up. And the event is once again Supun Suraj. Well, thank you, Rahal. Whilst the photography is going on, may I call upon for the next event, the Group M Street Trail 250cc 2-stroke and the 4-stroke event. Can we have the Assistant Secretary of Southern Motorsports Club, Ramesh Uberatna, Assistant Secretary of the Southern Motorsports Club, Ramesh Uberatna, to give away the awards. Thank you, Ramesh. Second runner-up goes out to S. Vasudevan. I think he has come all the way from Nora. S. Vasudevan. First runner-up goes out to Mahil Pavitra. That from Frontline Racing. And the winner of this event is MG Sarat Kumar Singha, also from Norelia. Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. As I told you earlier, we need to hurry up a little bit because of it's getting darker faster and faster. Group SM Street Supermotard up to 250cc. This is a club event. May I call upon another committee member, Mr. Nusri Iqbal, to give away the next set of awards. The second runner-up goes out to H.A. Udara Chandimal. H.A. Udara Chandimal. First runner-up goes out to R.M. Nimshad. And the winner of this event is Mahil Pavitra. Well, thank you, Mr. Nusri. And moving on with the other event, Supermotard up to 250cc. Calling the Secretary of the Young Southern Motorsports Club, Mr. Sandaru Dhirasekara. Second runner-up goes out to Sachitra Rajakaruna. Sachitra Rajakaruna. Second runner-up. First runner-up goes out to Isuru Maduranga. Second runner-up, Sachira. Anybody there to pick it up for him? Sachira. Okay, the brother is going to pick it up for Sachira. That's for the second runner-up. First runner-up, Isuru Maduranga. Can we hurry up, please? And the winner of this event is Dushan Mudalige. Well, thank you, Mr. Sandaru. Moving on with the next event. Classic standard motorcycles up to 250cc. Classic standard motorcycles to be given away by the treasurer of the Young Southern Motorsports Club. Can we have you all on standby? Mr. Chamat Palyaguru to give away the next set of awards. Second runner-up goes out to Jayampati Disanayaka. Jayampati Disanayaka. First runner-up goes out to S. Vasudevan from Noralia once again. And the winner of this event is MG Sarat Kumar Singha. Thank you, Mr. Kamat. Sarat Kumar Singh was the winner. Done. Thank you, Mr. Chamat. Go on with the next award for Group Supermotard up to 450cc. This is a Mobitel sponsored award. Can I kindly have the regional head for Mobitel, Mr. Suren Heva Vitarna once again here at the podium. Second runner-up goes out to Nikila Patirage. First runner-up, once again, the brother Vinula Patirage. Vinula Patirage. And the winner of this event, introduction not required, breaking back-to-back records in most of the hill climbs. It's none other than Sangeet Suryage. The winner in the Supermoto up to 450cc, Sangeet Suryage. Thank you, Mr. Suren. Well, we are into the last set of trophies. Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb 2021. The results have been shown here. It's my duty to talk about them. The best rider was Jen Gunawardana with the best timing of 33.63, which is the current motorcycle record, followed by the fastest timing of the day. Unfortunately, though, Ashan is not here, but I will make a quick mention about him. He has sent me so many messages during the commentary, wanting me to wish everybody a good race for today and try to see if they could better his record. That's his wish. But unfortunately, though, he was unable to take part today because he is flying off to Dubai for the next set of races in lap 57. So the course record remains with Ashan Silva with a timing of 31.26, which is the current course record. And now may I call upon the immediate past president of Southern Motorsports Club, Mr. Asha Hamim, and also not forgetting he is doing a major role, and what he should do now, he is the president of the Sri Lanka Automobile Sport, which is the governing body for motorsports in Sri Lanka. So the best rider, and one more word before I talk about the best rider, not forgetting he is the second president representing Southern Motorsports Club in Slash. The first to go was a couple of years back, it was Surajit Premadasa, if I'm not wrong, and the second president. So Southern Motorsports Club is really, flags are flying high and they're doing their job perfectly well. Congratulations to you, Asha. With a timing of 33.689, the fastest rider of the day, it's none other than Sangeet Suryage. As I told you earlier, this guy is flying on 2 wheels. And very soon or later, we could see him flying in 4 wheels as well. And for the very first time, he has started off driving the Honda today. But just coming in, he doesn't do anything unwanted. He will go step by step. And that's what Sangeet Suryage is. Am I right, Sangeet?
That's the plan.
Yeah, he has a very good game plan for himself. Well, I wish Sangeet Suryage in his future careers, I think in his four-wheel attempts as well. Okay, moving on to the best driver trophy. I have basically told you who the best driver for 2021 and current course record holder is Ashan Silva with a 31.26. Can I kindly have the chief guest, the chief marketing officer, Mr. Prabhat Dahanayaka, to give away the best driver trophy sponsored by Sri Lanka SLTMobitel. Mr. Prabhat Dahanayaka. Thank you. With a timing of 32.943 seconds, the best driver of the day or the fastest driver for the SLTMobitel SpeedUp Eliyakanda Hill Climb 2021, it's none other than Ushan Pereira. Thank you, Mr. Prabhat. Thank you. And thanks for SLTMobitel in making this a real success. And the final trophy for the day, for the fastest timing of the day. Can we have the committee members of Southern Motorsports Club? All the committee members who have really toiled hard, tirelessly they have worked. And also can we have our chief guest, Mr. Prabhat Dahanayaka, to give fastest timing of the day along with the members of the Southern Motorsports Club. Can we have the members of the Southern Motorsports Club? All committee members of the Southern Motorsports Club. You all need to hurry up, please. I know it has been a long day and still long for those who have to travel far away, especially the guys who are from Novelia, from Colombo. Thanks to the highway, but there are certain places where the highway you cannot reach through the highway. So you have to go on the normal roads. Prasanna Vijay Vikrama, can we have you here, please? Gihan Lahandapura, Parindu Lianage, all the members of the Southern Motorsports Club. You all need to hurry up. You all have worked hard. This presentation is for you all. You all have worked hard. Come show up yourself. The capabilities behind you all. The strength, the power, the energy. Well, Mr. Prabhat is here. Any more members, Asha? Almost done. So the fastest timing of the day with 32.94, it's none other than Ushan Pereira, the ambassador for Nippon Paints. Ushan Pereira, the wheel of fortune is turning towards Ushan Pereira from recent times. The fastest timing of the day, grabbing the trophy at the SLTMobitel SpeedUp Eliyakanda Hill Climb 2022, the 26th edition. What a proud driver, performed pretty well in the trucks and jeeps as well, and in the SLGT class too. have Mr. Sangeet Suryage also over here, please? The best rider of the day. With the trophy, please, with the trophy. Great, Sangeet, thank you. The best in two wheels as well as the best in four wheels. Sangeet Suryage along with Ushan Pereira. Thank you once again, Southern Motorsports Club, the immediate past president, Mr. Asha Hamim, and the current president for the Slash. Thank you very much. And also Mr. Prabhat, thanks a lot for coming on board in sponsoring this event for the 5th consecutive year. We are indeed grateful and thankful to you for coming up back to back in the 5th year. Ushan Pereira, you need to stay back, please. Sangeet, you also need to be here, please. Ushan, just hold on, please. Furthermore, congratulations and wishes going on. Okay, let me talk to the fastest driver. A quick set of words. Ushan, I think the wheel of fortune is in your favor. We saw you at Kotmale grabbing the fastest timing of the day. And once again, in a gravel meet starting off in 2022 at the Gajaba Icebreaker last weekend, there too you were the fastest of the day and winning the champion driver event for that day. So whilst congratulating you, what are your special plans for the coming events? I think there is about 16 national events lined up, out of which this is the first one. 15 more to go. What are your plans on this, Ushan?
Actually, this year I'm participant for a new team. It's Nippon Paints team, and we need to win this year, and we have planned some more races on April and May, and some more on August. So our plan is to get all the national championships of the year 2022.
Well, that's a good motivation factor and a good plan, well ahead, and trying to work hard on it, Ushan. And I know definitely you are not just coming new, but you started off on two wheels, from motorcycles, gradually going in to the SLE. Probably the SLE was not there at that time, starting off from the smaller cars, the Nissan March, and then the SLH, and then moving into the SLJT. And today you are a giant in that event. Okay, no matter who is there and who is not there, that doesn't count to us. But today you are the fastest driver of the day. Congratulations, and looking forward to see you on podiums. And over to you, Sangeet. I think you're not new to me. You have been with me for a long time, and I know your capabilities, your talents behind the two-wheel machine, and I know currently you're on a different game plan on four wheels. So what have you got to say for the new generation, as well as how did you come up in motor racing and where you stand today, breaking up records and being the fastest?
It took a couple of years to get into this place, but I have decided to slowly let go the two wheels. When the time is right, you need to understand that there's a time for everything. So I'm pretty comfortable with the bike, but now it's time for me to change to four wheels, because I used to race cars 10 years ago. So I'm happy to be back, and Ushan and all the others are helping me to get into shape with the cars also. So I'm happy that the champions are also helping us to get into the new sport for me. So
that's great news. All the champions are still motivating the young crowd, and especially I think Ushan is supporting because you are a two-wheeler. Is that so? Is that the secret?
Yeah, I mean, he used to be a past champion on the Supermoto back years ago. So now I have taken over, and now the kids will take over.
Great. So that is the game plan for you all. I wish you both a success, and in the next 15 races lined up. And thank you so much, Ushan. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Sangeet. Well, can we have Mrs. Anne Fernando, Deputy General Manager, Sri Lanka Telecom. Mrs. Anne Fernando, am I right? Your designation is Deputy General Manager. Yes, I remember whilst at the commentary box and seeing that particular incident. I'm not going to forget you. Well, I think on behalf of Southern Motorsports Club and the organizers, firstly, my sincere appreciation and thank you for coming on board for the 5th consecutive year. I was told by one of the previous interviewers that this was the, it's actually, it should be 7, I think. 5, it's 7 years, and not only the Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb, you all are back-to-back supporting the motorsports big time, which is a strength, a pillar of strength for motorsport in this country. And getting back to Eliyakanda, how do you feel supporting Southern Eliyakanda Hill Climb for the 7th consecutive year? And do you think that you are going to continuously support them, not only in this, maybe probably you all can come out of thinking in different aspects of sponsoring good riders as well, to keep this sport growing into international heights. What do you think, Mrs. Ann?
Yes, in fact, we are indeed, as SLTMobitel, we are extremely happy to be part of this great event. And as a corporate citizen, SLTMobitel has always been in the forefront in supporting this kind of sporting events. And I think I should thank the organizing committee, the Southern Motor Sports Club, for doing a marvelous job for organizing everything. So, and also I would like to congratulate the winners. Their hard work had paid off. So as SLTMobitel, as you mentioned, this is the 7th time we are sponsoring. As the main sponsor, we are coming on board with you all. So we hope to continue this good work with you in future as well. So all the very best for motorsports and for the club, and let's do wonders in future.
Well, that's a motivational applaud for SLT. They are going to be on board right throughout with the Southern Motorsports Club. A big hand. I think this is the type of sponsorships, this is the type of people we need to support motorsports to grow into the next level. And also, Mrs. Ann, I know it has been a great day. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, hope you enjoyed seeing the racers, seeing our talented drivers and riders. Hope you enjoyed and your team did so.
Very much, very much. I really enjoyed the excitement. This was my first experience, so it was such a great event, and I really experienced it.
Thank you so much, Mrs. San Fernando. Thank you so much for your motivational speech and your inspirational support that you all are going to give in future. Thank you so much, SLT. And over to my event sponsor. And before I wind up, I need to request one more cheers for the Southern Motorsports Club. 3 hearty cheers for Southern Motorsports Club. Hip hip hip! Hip hip hip! Hip hip hip! Completing 25 years, the Silver Jubilee. I hand this over to Viduranga Gunasekara, who is the event presenter of MSN Motorsports Network. Over to you, Viduranga.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි ටෝනි අබ්බාස් මහත්මයා. අද දවසේදී මේ තරගාවලිය අන්තර්ජාලය ඔස්සේ අන්තර්ජාතික ප්‍රචාරයට ගෙන යන්නට ඔහු ඒ වගේම අපේ සියලුම කාර්ය මණ්ඩලය ඒ සඳහා උපකාරී වුණා. ඉතින් අද දවස 25 වසරක් Southern Motorsports Club සමරනවා. ඒ සමරන මොහොතේ 26 වෙනි තරගාවලිය මේ ආකාරයෙන් සාර්ථකව නිමා කරනවා. MSN Motorsports Network විදිහට අද දවසේ මේ තරගාවලිය ඔබට සජීවීව උණුසුම අරගෙන එන්නට අපිට හැකියාවක් ලැබුණා. ඉතින් තවත් තරගාවලි ඔස්සේ ඔබත් සමගින් අපි එකතු වෙනවා. Motorsports Network Facebook පිටුව, YouTube නාලිකාව, Instagram, Twitter මේ සියල්ලම ඔස්සේ ඔබට සමාජ ජාල ඔස්සේ අපට සමීප වෙන්නට හැකියාවක් තිබෙනවා. මෝටර් රථ ක්‍රීඩාවට ආදරය කරන, යතුරුපැදි ක්‍රීඩාවට ආදරය කරන ඔබ සැමටම මේ සමාජ ජාල පිටුව ඔස්සේ අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම www.motorsports.lk අපේ වෙබ් අඩවිය ඔස්සේ ඔබට අපිත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් තවත් ජව සම්පන්න උණුසුම් අත්දැකීමක් සමගින් අපි ආයෙත් වතාවක් හමු වෙමු. එහෙමනම් ඔබට සුබ රාත්‍රියක්.